What are we cooking today? Smoked chicken. Hey guys, thanks for checking back in with us. Today, it's smoked chicken. When we started our Barbecue 101 series way back in the beginning, our goal was to help you up your game for the regular things. Nothing fancy, nothing you're gonna find at a 5-star restaurant, just the stuff that you wanna cook on the grill on the weekends to feed your family. Let's make you the king of the cul-de-sac, the baron of the barbecue. So today, smoked chicken. What we're gonna do today is show you how we do it. Maybe you'll pick up a few tips and tricks along the way that'll help you up your game. That's what we're here for. So let's get started. I'm gonna take you back to last night in the prep kitchen, where we took our bird out of the package, got him all cleaned off, spatchcocked him, and got him in our brine so that he could rest overnight, soak up all those good juices, and be ready for us to throw in the red box today. So let's take a look. So back in the prep kitchen, where this project all started, we've got our chicken out of the package, got all our juices washed off, got him dried off, and got him laid out on the board. So, the very first thing we're going to do to start with our spatchcock is we're going to turn this bird over onto the back side. We're going to find that backbone that runs right down the center of the bird, and we're going to take our poultry shears, and working from the tail towards the neck, we're going to make a cut right down beside the backbone, all the way from one end to the other. Once we've got that cut complete, make sure we've got all of the meat loose. We'll start on the other side of the backbone and do the exact same thing. We're just working forward from the tail to the neck, just removing that entire backbone completely from the bird. Now we're not going to get rid of that backbone portion. We'll set it to the side, save it for later, and use it for our chicken stock. Now, the next move is to take that front of that bird right there at the neck and break that wishbone. Sometimes it's easy to just crack and then push down in the center and try to flatten the breastbones so that everything kind of lays flat, everything's one level, so that when we put it on the smoker, we're only dealing with one thickness of meat from the front to the back, as close as we can. So at this point, we're ready to get our chicken into the brine. What we've done is we've taken 1 cup of salt, 2 cups of brown sugar, and a little bit more than a gallon of water, and put them in our bucket. That ought to give us enough liquid just to cover up the bird and make sure that all parts of that meat stay submerged. So let's go ahead and get our chicken, get him into the bucket, make sure that everything is under the level of the water. And at that point, we're going to come back in with a pitcher full of ice and add that pitcher to the top of our brining solution. And that's going to do 2 things. 1, it's going to help us keep that temperature down into the non-bacterial zone. And 2, it's going to make sure that that chicken stays submerged. At that point, our brine bucket's ready to go into the refrigerator overnight. Now that you've seen what we did last night, let's get this bird out of the brine, get him seasoned up and ready to go on the red box. Now the very first thing we want to do when we get our bird out of the brine is unwrap some paper towels and dry off the skin. You don't want it absolutely bone dry, but we want to get any excess juices that are sitting on the skin dried off. A little bit of moisture will help our rub stick. A lot of moisture is going to wash it off. So you're looking for that happy medium. All right, while we're on this backside, we're going to go ahead and start our rub down with a little bit of our salt, pepper, garlic mix. Not going real heavy, just trying to enhance the natural flavors of that chicken. Add a little bit of our note in there. We'll press it in just to make sure it sticks. Then we're going to flip it over and get started on the front side. Now we've still got a little bit more moisture in the back here than I like, so I'm going to break out another paper towel and give it a quick dab. And then what we're going to do is take this skin kind of peel back and pop that thigh out. This is where we can get a little bit of our salt, pepper, garlic in there, just to enhance that meat, just like we did on the back side. When we're done, tuck it right back in, move to the other side. At that point, we're going to do the same thing with the breasts. Just going to kind of build us a pocket on the inside, expose that meat, and cover her back up. Come in from the back side. Alright, a little bit of skin tear there, so we can fix that, no big deal. And then at that point, we're going to come back across the skin with a little bit of our Smokemasters premium barbecue rub. Again, not going super heavy, just enough to coat that skin, help it crisp up, give us a nice flavor on the outside. Because this bird is destined for Aunt Katie's table. She's going to turn this in to some delicious chicken salad sandwiches that you'll get to see tomorrow. So that's about all we're going to do to our bird today. We're going to tuck those wing tips underneath the front side just to keep them from burning. And as soon as our charcoal chimney's ready to go, we'll get this thing on the red box. Okay, so our chimney's ready to go. So we're going to go ahead, dump it into our fire pan, and get it into the smoker. No bigger than our red box is. That's probably going to be enough fire to keep us going for about 9 days, but it'll work. We're also going to add a couple chunks of our smokerwood.com cherry wood, and we're going to go ahead and get our chicken on as soon as this thing gets up to temp. Okay, so our red box is up to temp. We're gonna open her up and get this thing in there. We're going on the top rack today. And as you can see, we've pulled the water pan out so that we're getting direct heat to the bottom side of that chicken. That's gonna help us as we cook. All the fats and juices that come out of that chicken are gonna drip down on the fire, get vaporized, and come right back up to surround that bird. Give us a really good charred flavor as we work through the red box today. We're using a forced air induction system made by Barbecue Guru. Unfortunately, this model is discontinued. They don't make the Party Q anymore, but they do make several newer versions that work great on the red box. This just happens to be one we like because it's smaller and the fan's smaller and it works well with the red box. Well, we're set at 275 right now. We're gonna give it probably an hour, hour and 15 minutes. About 45 minutes to an hour in, we're gonna start checking with our temperature probe. When that bird gets up to 165, we'll get her off and see how we did. Okay, so we've been on about an hour and 15 minutes. We're probing about 170 in our thighs and about 165 in the breast. So we're ready to come off and get this thing sliced up. Now, because we were cooking hot and fast, we did have a little pullback on our skin, split on us on the backside. But the good thing is, we didn't cook this chicken for its look, we cooked it for its taste. So let's get it off the rack, get it sliced up, see how we did. Plenty of juice in that breast. Oh man, that flavor is amazing. Salt, pepper, garlic hints just work really well with that chicken. Thanks for joining us again for one more episode in our Barbecue 101 series. Hope you enjoyed smoked chicken. Maybe you picked up a couple tips and tricks to help you the next time you throw a chicken on the smoker. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and we'll see you out there cooking again real soon. Stay safe, and God bless. Now, this is a custom brining bucket, as you can see, OOltewah's brining bucket. We cooked it. That way, the bucket's food safe, and you can label it OOltewah's brining bucket and brine your chicken in it.